Yep, we're about to push the go live button, and what happens? What happens? Our supervisor comes and says, "Hello." Hello, sweetie. Well, I know. What's up? Do you feel that I have wronged you today? Please do not chew on the plastic thing. Please do not. And I believe I was ready before I said I was ready. Therefore, we will turn the countdown timer off. Off. And we will make sure that this is a general snap. Yep. We will close that. And we will push see live Bhutan. Yay. Yay. Oh, that needs quite a bit. All right. So, what is our goal today? Our goal today is to work on this base a little bit. Okay, come on, sweetie. Where are you going? Oh, it's like 70 degrees outside and the weather is nice, but the problem is that it's 70 degrees outside and the weather is nice and we're about to have a cold snap. Okay. You gonna head out for a little bit? I'm okay with that. It's gonna be a-okay, sweetie. Um, that's all square, that's all square, that's all square, that's all square. What I was talking about was getting a glove, maybe. We don't need it. We do need this though. And we were exploring the ideas, or what I wanted to do was work on cleaning up the base a little bit more and adding a little bit more detail to it, just because it's easy to do that. Um, and it doesn't need to be perfect. I just need to get it on there. I feel like there's a lot of spots where the book is just like flat, and I really want to push in some lines to help make it not be so flat, kind of like what we did right here in some of the early days of the streams. Um, yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm thinking. Get that squared away, and then we'll do a look around her to see what we want to do to finish her off. So I definitely need some brown. I definitely need enough brown. I need my well palette. Excuse me. You're okay. Yes, hello, cutie. Thank you, Stream Elements. Thank you. As usual, right on time. Okay. Ba-da, ba-da. I need my paper. And while I get my paper to go into place, I can think about my browns and my whites. So originally I was using Reaper MSP for a lot of the browns and whites, but I don't really care for the Reaper MSPs on the wet palette. It's just a personal preference of mine. Um, so with that being said, we're going to have to look at slightly different colors. I probably will still have, because I know I need black. I need black, I need cold yellow, and I need my golden 79 for sure. Because I did start a little bit of non-metallic metal around some of the book clasps. So I do want some of that. I do need my off-whites, which probably means my friend Cloud Sky, once again, along with the white, and my friend Brown Liner. We'll get a little bit of Pro Acrylic. We'll probably use the Bright Ivory. We'll see. We'll see. Get a spattering of paints. I don't need cold yellow. I need sun red. And that shall be our color selections this eve. So I can set that down for a moment. And I can pick up the paint. Do my scale 75 first. No. YouTube's live. YouTube is live. I confirm. I have it up on my tablet. Yeah. There's a quite a bit of delay between Twitch and YouTube sometimes. You would never notice it unless you were looking at both of them. All right. We are going to work on Cat the Witch's base, and we're going to create a punch list as well. And for you, Layden, she's being extra, like, wanting to be close. So you might get quite a bit of Catra on cam. Because the weather has turned. No, 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 no. Because the weather is turning a little bit outside, things are a little bit more active outside. So she's having a little bit more fun hanging out with looking out the window until she decides she wants to leave. Or really, she just wants to be down near the screen that I have open. Just got done outlining Haku on my front window. Is it so everybody knows this is where the anime person lives? That works for me. If it makes you happy, go for it. You bought the house, do what you want with it. Ain't nobody gonna tell you what to do. Zombie, you're supposed to give positive reinforcement to not back a Kickstarter. Don't back the Kickstarter. That's what people are supposed to say. They're not supposed to say, oh, those look great. I need to get my brown liner ready too. I do have a new lo-fi list to listen to as well right now. So we're giving that a try. It has been some time since I've touched this base. I need to get a purple out as well. First, I don't need that. Goofball. First things first, I want some of this. Some of this. How did your animation end up going, Layden? Let's back up a little bit. I mean, that's all you can do is a work in progress. It's always a good thing when you get a work in progress going. I mean, would you rather have 1 second of no outlines? could freehand in words on these pages, but I think it would be funnier and a better storytelling device if they're not built in. So I can try to write the overachieving Instagram post being like, as cats began to experiment with different things, the incantations, left the pages, link, something along those lines. Or if I change my mind, I can always go back and squiggle something in. I need to turn it just a little bit to the left. I did prepare a bunch of other figures as well. Today, while I was at work, because, you know, that's what I do when I'm at work. Just not work. Um, I was going to do that lighthouse next month, but I'm like, I can't. I don't have the. I started unboxing it last night during your stream, and I'm like, I don't think I can work on this right now. We're going to put this back. I did keep out the Lightkeeper figure. That'll be all right. I will be A-okay. I've got SiriBot to help tell me dad jokes. And me and Battle Ready will be around. All right. Turn down my exposure and the white. There you go. I free-handed a symbol in there. Can you tell what it is? What? It's been a day, all right? All right, it's been a day. It's still made today. It never dies. It takes on new forms. It now can be the Skibidi toilet. Oh, you don't like it? Here. We can shade that in. It's only paint. What? I mean, why not have fun? Why not have fun? Ooh, yeah. Drawing a few of those lines and you get those pages to show up. Now, if I was laden roses, I could utilize an oil wash. And that would solve a lot of my work. I just don't have the patience for oil. Well, I do have the patience for oil. I just don't have the mental time restrictions in there. Because that's part of what I want to work on tonight. One of the goals for this stream is to try to wrap up parts of this base and get it to a spot that it's kind of, considered done. Uh-oh. Because once I consider it done, it's really just coming down to how do I want to glue everything together and looking at it in one shape and figuring out how it all fits together with color and contrast. Like the cats are fine because the cats are the cats. Hello, Malty. How are you this evening? Snap. That's fun. I'm getting some base work on Cat Switch squared away. Welcome for coming in. And I was checking out someone else's stream. Came here for my buttocks. Don't you mean my bullocks? My bullocks. Tomorrow we'll be live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be yeah, it was balls. It was balls on Nightbot. 1 second. No. So I go harder on that than others do because you like there's y'all that come in that's quite regular. Um, and as you come in, add regular. All right. I added you to the regular list, so it might not be as restrictive for you. Take it with a grain of salt. Balls. Well, so the so there's a funny story out there. Well, I don't know if you're free. You're free from AutoMod. That's what you're free from. So day 9, and Artosis kind of know each other a little bit. Well, see, Layden, if I set the user list on Nightbot to be regular, I set Artosis and one second. Artosis and Day 9. So Artosis and Day 9 are those two guys. They are streamers for StarCraft and Blizzard products back in the day. So they're shoutcasters for StarCraft, really. But, you know, as most things, you're fine. So Artosis is known for having a really bad attitude when streaming. And he wears like this permanent scowl. So his community is really all about how can we make him scowl harder? So they'll go text to speech, they'll say some really kind of mean and nasty things because that's what his community is all about. Day 9's community, on the other hand, is very much let's all help each other out, let's be nice, let's be friendly kind of deal. A water droplet. It's totally ruined that puddle. No. Let me finish the story. So because of the differences of the two communities, they never overlapped. So Artosis would never end up in Day 9 stream, so his community would not end up in Day 9 stream. One day, out of the fucking blue, it happened. Day 9 got raided by Artosis. And Ghostcrawler had a limited amount of information to ban people on with the tools that Twitch gave them. I don't know if it's a she. I think he said she. That's why I'm assuming. But essentially, they all came in and started spamming Mario Brothers porn. Like, somehow his Twitch chat devolves into the place where you go to find Mario and Luigi fan fiction stuff. Oh yeah. Full on stories. So she only had essentially a handful of tools. The very tools that, you know, kind of blocks your words sometimes and kind of makes things a little unfriendly at times. So me starting out and me not always having a moderator present, I have to be overly aggressive sometimes. So I set it to be hyper aggressive based on some generic list that I found on Reddit. Because I don't know. You know, the community has changed so much from when I first started streaming to what it is now. Like, it is, but at the same time, sometimes you can get some really good information out of it. Like, what's a pretty good block list to utilize so you don't get spammed to death? You know what I mean? So that's where my original list came from that I set up for Nightbot. Because Nightbot doesn't come preloaded with a list. It only comes with, it's a tool that can be used. So, I want to be careful, and I don't want people to feel attacked. I don't want people to feel like out of place. It is. But it requires, like everything, someone to program it and let it know it's fine. So you've been around enough, Multi. I feel okay giving you a position of regular on the bot list. So the position of regular on the bot list says, okay, this person's okay. They're not going to jump in chat one day and spam hateful messages. So I'm okay with that because you've proven that you're not going to be that person. When people, can't be that kind of person, or you get the heebie-jeebies going, you're just like, you know what? How about we don't? How about we don't? How about we don't? I used to attend. No, that's not a story for here. That's a private story. Yes. Floof is in the window. Yep. She has the cat cam is up and running and active tonight. She is hanging out near me. So I will turn it on and keep it active. She was sitting up earlier in a place that was easier to be seen. So I let Floof hang out. Blah. So she really likes sniffing outside. It's one of her favorite things to do. I don't let her outside. With recent weather that happened, they took, some trees got knocked out in my neighborhood. So all of a sudden what they had to do is they had to come. Yeah, I let her look outside. I let her sniff outside. There's a screen in the way. She's not going to get out. I'm okay with that. There were two. So she's kind of going crazy a little bit one afternoon. And she's just meowing like crazy, just like excited, running back and forth, just meowing and meowing and meowing. I'm like, what the heck's going on, sweetie? So I look outside, and I should probably upload this photo somewhere, and other than keeping it on my phone. But I look outside, and all of a sudden, I see these two chonky hawks hanging out on a playset. Just hanging out. Okay. Yeah. You will notice that her coloring is close to the cat that's under the hat. If I can get it to focus. Yep, right there. So her coloring is that cat. And this coloring is my previous cat, Echo. That was a female tuxedo. I don't know if you're out there, Zombie. If you are, let me know. Yes. Echo passed away due to age. So. It took me about a year to get Catra. So no, it took me longer than a year. That's fine. It's the cycle of life, my friend. It happens. It sucks, but it happens. So every so often I will paint things that I know into figures or use them as color palettes. I do have a Tabaxi Warrior on my shelf behind me that I did painted up, very much thinking of Echo, and it's fine. It's a good way to actually process pain to do stuff like that. So that's why I did it, is to help keep a reminder of them around, because they were the sweetest little herpaderps. Catra, she's at the stage that Echo very much was at when she was as young as she was. So I'm okay with that. All right. So on this tile, nope. Don't be stupid. Trying to decide if I want to darken them up to be like the golden brown instead of like the bright orange. I feel like the color that I have on there is a little too bright, and it just might detract a little bit. And I think giving them a little bit of that gold 79 will help make them look pretty. But yeah. Also, I saw you in someone else's stream, and I was going to be like, Malty, I can't believe you cheat on me like this way. But I was too busy eating lunch, and I was like, I'll see him later, hopefully. Because I was going to pop in and be like, the bald eagle goes caw caw. Oh, yeah, there's no denying that. I tell people I am, and they're like, no, you're not. And then what conversations do we end up having? Yeah, a little bit of brown is going to make me a little bit happier. Um, oh, you out there, Lade? Window floof is hanging out. Yes, you will see my legs. The camera is pointed over towards the same direction as window floof. I saw an interesting Kickstarter today. I have not started this figure. I bought it some time ago, but it is a Puss in Boots small figure where he has a little hat, a ball of yarn, and like a boot and stuff that you can assemble together. He even writes you a little hand note. Um, Anyway, the reason why I bring it up is that he's doing a Kickstarter next month, and I promised myself I would not buy any new miniatures. But he's doing a Seven Dwarf Kickstarter, or a Kickstarter for Fairy Tale. I have not bought any new miniatures. I have been doing exceptionally well. I have bought zero. Zilch. The last figure that I bought was her in October from Big Child Creatives. Simply because I thought it was a very interesting dynamic type figure when I saw it on Halloween. My goal is to reduce. So I bought that one. Ooh. I probably bought that one. It was when Echo passed. Because I was originally going to paint that to be a tribute to her. But I think I'm going to do that in a traditional orange cat flavor. I just haven't done it yet. Oh, really? Is all of your stuff starting to come in? That's good. That's good. Um, I was, because I'm one of those kind of spicy people that think about everything all at once. I'm sorry. Need to get my magnifying glass. Oh. Sand down your base plate, and then you can cut and apply your foam. I was thinking about something out loud, and then I lost my train of thought. Yeah. Um, because I can't help myself when looking at other people's work. Sometimes I feel the urge to compare myself to them when I shouldn't. But also, I subscribe to a Patreon as well to help improve myself. Um, there are there are three things that have cropped up in my mind recently. One is a black and white figure that I really want to get done, but I really want it to be a bat creature, which I need to finish cleaning up, which I look at cleaning it up and I go, I don't know about that. Thank you for following me on Instagram. Uh, the people look like they're uh, painters and creators of things, I tend to follow them back. So I will check it out later. Hey, nothing is BS. We are all here to create something that makes us feel happy. And if that is what makes you feel happy, keep on. Keep on keeping on. Um, but there's the painting PDF that came out for the Patreon talked about cell shading, which I think is kind of interesting. I know it doesn't do much, or it's hard to see. little dots kind of help. Because as I was dotting it, I was going to get to the second story, which is oh, I have all of my music turned down because I have sensory overload issues sometimes. It's one of the reasons why I tend to listen to lo-fi um, on stream. I will listen to other types of music, but I don't want to listen to other types when on stream because people get loud and aggressive about their kind of music. But this lo-fi playlist has been that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Everybody's allowed to be who they are, Multi. So to the thing of discussion is that if I can get my button gear and clean up the bat figure that I have, I'm going to try to do it in a black and white scheme. My other two ideas was start messing with the idea of pointillism and cell shading. So I did get, oh, I can grab them really quick while I let that dry. You're okay, sweetheart. No, you're fine. Hello. So I have this guy that I prepped up, which is like an underwater ogre that I wanted to play with pointillism on and do a lot of fun like underwater color schemes. And then I have this guy, which is from Borderlands the Kickstarter, which I think would work for a cell shading. Hey, nerd. That's my spot. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way for you really quick. Hello. How are you? We need a few moments, ladies and gentlemen, to admire our Lord and Savior, Katra. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not using both hands. Forgive me. Forgive me. I have two of these, and they should be giving all the attention to you. I'm sorry. 100% sorry. So I have those three ideas, or those two ideas. And then the third idea is I have this little chibi, we do not bite. This little chibi model from Chimera that I was thinking about doing in an undead tone because Zombie Sashimi sometimes paints undead things. And I'm like, I want to follow that. Hey. You're about to get knocked off the desk. Did you want to play? Is that what it is? Hmm? Okay. I now have a cat toy going in the background. That's what it is. It's one of those automatic mouse meat that's going to run around the office. So I apologize if it picks up when I'm chatting. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. So she goes between wanting all of the attention and wanting none, all at the same time. Um, I understand. So after one of the reasons why I did not get a secondary animal after Echo's passing to deal with the grief that way was my previous long-term partner was allergic to cats. So, yep. Cats can be that way. So I'm trying this mouse again to see if it. Yeah. They are sometimes very food motivated individuals and sometimes not. Uh, I had to try different wet food with Catra because she was starting to protest her other food. Good news is I can now buy Shiba instead of having to go to PetSmart. Bad news is I now have to buy Shiba, which is more expensive. But it's not the end of the world. Wow. Your neighbor is what they call cuckoo. All right. Did you get it trapped over there, sweetie? Hmm? That sounds like a danger neighbor, to be honest with you, Multi. That's challenging and kind of sad. Like, I feel for both like the owners and the pet in that scenario. Yeah. But it's something that you have to keep an eye on all the time and then like ask her about it and like keep track of where they're at all times because, you know, cats get out. It happens. Um, but they're also oh, okay. Oh, Siri bot or Stream Deck, why you don't work? She talked to me once and asked if we should buy a outhouse for our cat for the winter as it would be cold outside, and she was worried. That seems problematic. Giving it a couple of seconds before I try to push the button again. Yeah. Cats know where they eat. They're always going to feel safe roaming and coming back. That's not their issue. The issue is when someone catches them and keeps them when they're not supposed to. That's one of the reasons why I'm very particular about keeping mine inside. Is that uh, the hawks hanging out in my backyard one day, and then on top of that, she's a very cute cat. Aha! Cat fact. Cats are now Britain's favorite pet. There are 7.7 million cats, opposed to 6.6 million dogs. Sorry, Malty, it only works for me. um, I will probably. Well, hold on. I will probably make it a redeemable point for channel points when and if I ever get there. When and if I ever get there, I will make it a redeemable channel point. How's that? That and our favorite dad joke. Did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers? They said he made a mint. There you go. She's super active in her little. I'm not. It's great. I never stop. But you can see Katra now in her little hut, just going absolutely crazy. Yep. She gets active, and that's what she wants to do sometimes. Papa John's is not going to sit well with me, I can tell you right now. All right. So, I was talking with Laden Roses earlier. Or really, we were just chatting. It's a fast food pizza chain. I would have been happier and better off if I had just made my frozen pizza. But no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be stupid and buy one. I would not have recommended buying it. I definitely would not have recommended buying it. I want some of this. So, what I want is a little bit of sepia liner. Uh, my German's extremely rusty and don't know what Donerman is. Or Donerman, really. Ah, kebabs. Yeah. Yeah, essentially, it's the same. Same ideas, same principles. You know, you buy it because you want to be lazy. You don't buy it because it's good, kind of deal. Um, or you buy it because it's like a guilty pleasure kind of deal. And sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. Today definitely did not work out. If I could get my money back, I would. It was just apparently they got a new crew in there and they overcooked everything. I don't know what it was. But I got it and I was not happy. I might want something darker. What's that? What have you done, Malty? Hold on. What thing could you have possibly done? What's up, Malt? I don't see. I but I understand. I understand. Go for it. Good luck. Go forth. Be lucky about it. 100%, sir. Always. If you get it, I am going to be happy for you. I am going to get a little bit of the sepia wash. I hope you get it. No, it's not going to be dark enough. I expect nothing less of you, Multi. Nothing less. You're okay. What's up, sweetie? All right. I'm experimenting with a couple of different ideas on my well palette here. Please hold. I am trying to get something darker that could be like text that's not black. Um, well, black type text would be okay. I just don't. I just don't want it. I just don't like it. And you can't mix me. All right. So if I get this. I'm trying to get some lines to pop in. Um, Not really. I'm not overly hairy as much as others. Please share your feedback. No, I will not. Um, I mean, I can always use the brown liner. I'm really not wanting to use that yet. What do you mean, lavender? What are you LMAO there, lady? We're having a great time. Me and Malty are just palling around right now. Yeah. Malty's trying to win a tank, which I 100% believe that he should. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel that I'm any more hairy than normal. I feel that I'm the normal amount of hairy. Malty, I will tell you this out loud. I am told that if I cut my hair, the Council of Women will come after me and literally tar and feather me. I shall be tawed if I so much as cut my hair off or shave my head in any way, shape, or form. I mean, my hair is down. It stays in a down state. I don't I don't do much with my hair. It's just someone was like, I can't believe all he does is he gets out of the shower and washes it. And that's it. I said I wasn't going to try to write text on these pages, and here I am trying to write text on these pages. Actually, kind of fun. A nice little practice in freehanding. So if I do O. Ah! 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 No, multi, no. Multi, no. No. That's where I draw the line. Okay, sir? I know you didn't do it. But no. No, no, you don't do that. It's not funny. It's not, nah. Ugh. Ugh. Let's see if the bot, it can't hate you, Layden. You have admin rights, or you have admin privileges, so the bot should be okay. Yes, they do. They do have beach fuzz. Um, we it's it's typically a super blonde patch of hair, or for some people it's super blonde, so you never notice it. Um, but it's a very it's a it's a it's a really short hair. Oop, excuse me. It's a really really short hair. You have it on your body as well. Um, that's how we stay warm. Or one of the ways that we stay warm. Everybody's longer and everybody's shorter. Some women get very on your chest. Um, Hey, what's up, nerd? What? Hi. Hello. Okay. You're okay. You're a-okay, sweetie. Yep. There she goes. Making my chair roll across the thing. Uh, but it's a so I mean it we all have it. So there was a couple that I knew back in the day. She had she was unfortunate. She was a super pale person, but had jet black body hair. And it was thick body hair too. It wasn't thin. So if you think my arm looks hairy, hers was hairier. Yeah. Layden knows what I'm talking about. Layden knows exactly what I'm talking about. Um, so if you had like super bleach white and your hair was black, it stood out like a sore thumb. It was rather unfortunate for her. Essentially, yeah. Um, Most people get lucky and they don't have that gene, or they could skip over those kinds of genes. So you don't really ever notice it, or you don't think about it as much. Um, yep. So, like, if you had to, like, you got blessed with the joke, sir. You got blessed with a joke. All right. So I want to touch up this guy over here. And I think I've ruined this brush, and I'm okay with that. Um, oh, Layden, since you're back, I have something to show you. Um, if you pop into my Discord, are you there? Did you disappear on me and again? Daniel Found Miniatures is running a Kickstarter for his Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. I picked up this Puss in Boots a while back from him or them. It's some really interesting art. Like, I'm literally tempted. I was like, buy no more miniatures. I get that email. I was like, I don't want to buy them, but they're really, 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 really interesting miniatures. Here you go, multi. There's my sleep paralysis demon. Be polite and be nice, please. She's given a face palm, so that's my rules. If someone has to face palm, you can only face palm at dad jokes and cat facts. Please and thank you. I thought it was a fun way to do stuff. And whenever, if I ever make affiliate, channel reward points could be for something along those lines. What's up? Adding that little bit of text in there and just trying to fake in text really adds a little bit more to the base. I was just going to leave the pages blank, but here I am just filling them in. Um, Currently, no, I do not. I am. I battle a number of things. A face reveal is not going to end well for me, so I'm just going to stay on the silent side or on the quiet side and kind of keep my. Probably. Um, I didn't. I thought about it after I grabbed what I had grabbed, but it's not an everyday thing. So there we go. Yeah, I will remember to turn off the camera in the future because I had turned it up so we could see uh, her on the thing, and then what? Because I can also go back to the YouTube pods and edit them out. Yeah. Yep. I frequently turn it down. I usually keep it turned down for the most part. Kind of why I kind of like cat tree where it's at sometimes. Because it blocks quite a bit of it. All right. So, what's up? Oh, I was born in 81. So I am 43, 44. No, 43. 43. 43. That's what it is. All right. So I can get rid of that for a little bit. Um, I need some of this. And down quite a bit. I mean, you can certainly try. It ain't gonna end well. Well, not all the time, but there's a good chance that it may not. That is a not a disturbing fact multi, but it is a one that sometimes I have to contend and deal with. It's the realization that when I graduated high school, You weren't even born yet. To be 18, a time when nothing mattered, prime of your life, and able to do almost anything. Well, no, not quite. Germany still has required military service, but don't they, Multi? Uh-oh. We got a raid from Blades 81. Oh, since you're here, Blades. 1 second. There it is. Oh. Since you're here, Blades, I figured I'd show off my cutie. Now let's stick that to the bottom of Painterly Git's toilet. And make sure it's just the red eyes that can see him. Cooper is a perfect gentleman. Cooper is, and thank you for that follow Painterly Git. And welcome in, Raiders. I am futzing around with my base for my Witch's Apprentice. She will eventually be stuck to the space. We spent most of the time trying to define some of the books. We have some non-metallic metal gold that I was messing around with when Blades joined us, which I'm very thankful and welcoming. How was the rest of your stream, Blades? How was your Gabo? Did they turn out beautifully in green? Or did Cooper try to help? My assistant is not nearby right now, unfortunately. My assistant is often this cat. Her name is Catra. She has made it into the figure and was painted into the big mix as a tortoiseshell cat. The Yay! Happy, 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 happy. You got it done. Awesome. I did set aside a chibi goblin to paint next month. Next month, I'm going to paint up that guy once I get him primed. So welcome in. I am a drifter and a painter. I've been found in many different streams. I've been found left and right. I paint primarily fantasy. I'm currently working my way through the Reaper Bone 6 and 5 Kickstarters. Borderlands, the Arena of Badassery, Shadow of the Bat, and a handful of Chimera things that I have. Tomorrow evening, we shall be returning to my Miniko bust, the geisha girl. What I'm going to work on, I don't know, but we'll find out then. I paint really cute things too, like this guy. He may or may not want to sell you insurance or a spot in the vault. We're not quite sure. I do not paint anything fast, unfortunately. I've stopped painting things fast. I have freehanded quite a bit of words, and that's what we were doing. Because I keep sidetracking myself, because squirrels are squirrels. I do have an auto. Ah, Dungeon Dwellers. Dungeon Dwellers, The Deep, Greek Odyssey, fan favorites. Everything that came from Bone 6. The bajillion blister packs that I have. And on top of that, I was talking about Daniel Found miniatures. I'd made a promise to myself to not paint anything or buy anything new this year. The last figure that I actively bought was Cat the Witch. I do also have the Big Child Creatives Arthurian set. And the Steam Forged Animal Adventures. So every so often I'll break out this little cute Kraken. I decided to go red because it would be fun. And then this is the Questing Grail Pilgrim that I primed and have not started yet. But I plan on it. It's just I got sidetracked with a few things. I'll do that a lot. So I work through different things. All right, so your hat is nearly complete. Your little gold band, your little gold piece, I don't think needs much more. But I'm super glad that you got your goblin done, Blades. So you have a little friendly goblin to hang out on that base with them. As a warning, I do have an auto mod in place. So sometimes it is super aggressive with its arms and words. I'm sorry. I tried to correct it as quickly as I can, but you never know with people these days. Wow. One second. Just as I finished the warning. Sorry. Give me a second. Settings. Poop can come out of that list. Wait, which one was it? It was Nightbot. It was Nightbot. Oh, there it is. Updated. See, Malty? It's just not you. It's just not you. Well, I mean, Nightbot was one of the original bots for Twitch, so it does not surprise me he has interesting commentary. As we found out one day on accident, Laden Roses got blocked temporarily or timed out for 600 seconds because she used the term LMAO. So I am unfortunately sorry about that. But I did adjust the word poop. One of these days, I keep telling myself, I need to sit down and clean up that list. Next day comes, and what do? Not clean up that list. Because that has a bunch of words in there. No, she's just being her normal self, and that is 100% A-okay. I just have an overly aggressive bot because you never know what happens. I was telling Multi the story about day 9 in Artosis. On the Artosis stream, oh, son of a biscuit. You can say that. However, if you say that, Layden may get grossed out. She may become grossed out. All right. But to the conversation we were talking about earlier, which was, so she sits down like that on the base. Oh, I don't know how big our punch list is going to be, boys and girls. Ladies and germs, I don't know how we're going to have to write this one out. So the cat hangs out right back here. All right. So how are we going to create a punch list? What do we need to do? Aside from glue it down, I know that. Thank you very much. What's up, Malty? Is it getting to be bedtime for you? It is, what, almost 3 a.m. there? Hey, I was off by an hour. In an hour, I'm going to be off by another hour because when daylight savings hit, there's going to be like a weird time where your time is like an hour ahead of my time and an hour ahead of, it's going to be terrible. Punch list. No, we don't call it punch list. We call it the futz list. Be safe, Malty. Take care. Have a great rest. And Blades, do make sure you take care of yourself as well from your post stream. Do what you do to make yourself look happy and good. Because self-care is important. All right. So, exactly. I know I need to clean up the arms. I won't. 5 a.m. was early, or 4:30 a.m. was early for me, so in about 15 minutes, I'm going to have to find another raid target, and we're going to go see someone else as well. I want to clean up the gold gem, gold emblem. Okay. I need 1 second to try something. Okay, there it goes. Haha! We have done something that I very rarely do on this stream, as I created my grayscale. Kind of want to look around in a grayscale format to see how she looks. This was a trick that I picked up from a convention for painting, is to take a look at a grayscale format to see how your figures look. And I am just kind of seeing where I don't have like a lot of contrast, like up here in the shoulder area and her face bit there. So red shoulders. Pow is good. Oh, the sign. He does come with a sign that I have to paint at some point, which says oops. Give me 1 second while I get it back to you. what it's supposed to. Uh, Aha! I did it! Success! I can successfully change scenes. Yay me! But it so the grayscale aspects, if I turn up my exposure once again, kind of helps with showing that this was a little flat through here on the reds. So the reds need a little bit of cleanup. I am not going to submit this for a competition or anything. I'm kind of wanting to push myself a little bit more over time. So in order to push myself, I want to kind of critique myself and be a little bit harder on myself than I probably should be when it comes to painting. Because in all honesty, if I glued this figure together as she stands, I would be 100% happy having her on my shelf. I'm just wanting to push myself a smidge more and kind of get it all together to see how I feel that it should be. And then one of the areas that I think I need to improve upon is her underskirt. And I make myself a list of kind of the things that I want to futz and square away. So I'm going to take a moment, set that to the side, and get a red and a white out. I have a white, I just need a red. But I thank you so much for the read. You are a beautiful human being. You and your partner. A little bit of red. That's all I need. Yeah. You be safe, Layden, and I will see you tomorrow for Stay in Frame at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Because we all know that's the real time. There's no other time zone except Eastern. But thank you for stopping by, Layden. I am also a listener of the lo-fis because if I start listening to lyric songs, sometimes I tend to sing, and that does not end well. Oops. Um, this. Okay. Yeah, it's off. This actually kind of hangs out next to her, and I need to glue it in place still. I haven't done it because I was painting other things and I didn't want to waste my time repainting them over and over again because a sign was in the way. So I will paint it this way in a minute. I can turn my exposure back up too. It does not need to be super low. Stream Elements is a very active bot as well. In my channel, one of the streamers that I follow, Grumpy Crane Studios, every so often has his bot remind him that everybody is okay. I thought it was kind of interesting, so I kept the idea to have a reassurance and affirmation that you're doing all right. But they also like to mention my socials quite a bit too, so feel free to give a follow and hang around. Thank you, Spotty Shark, for the follow. I want to enforce this red. And this brush is dying on me. I enjoy monument hobbies, but I can be a little too rough with their fine brush. I can be a little too rough with it. I might have to use my strong brush cleaner and see if I can repair it and bring some life back into it. I mean, it's not helping the way I'm using it right now either, so. Alright, this playlist is going to get changed in a second. You were slowing down way too much for me and I'm noticing it. I don't like that. One second. There we go. Final Fantasy, but lo-fi, please. Noble Watsu Wutsuwao. Can you please give me some music? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Turn that down just a smidge. I feel like I need to make a little something right there that blocks a little bit of light. Get a piece of cardboard or something and just kind of hang it out right there. Mm-hmm. I haven't even painted in the green yet, and look how much of that oops pops out. So she is definitely going to be one more stream on a Friday night next week, and she will be wrapped up. I'm going to be quite sad, but also excited. I started her right around when I restarted streaming. She's kind of been an off and on project for me for some time now. But it's turning out relatively nicely, I think. Need to wash my brush out. Get some of my thinning agent. Mixing some more red and white. Get my pink going once again. Clean off my mixer. She is the second largest model that I've painted, the first completed one being a Belmont, which is currently hanging out on the shelf behind me, behind a cloth curtain, or a shower curtain, so my cat does not attack it. But I would primarily do not always paint female figures. I have quite a few males. Next month, I probably do plan on tackling some of my Borderlands figures. So I will be painting, potentially in a cell shade style, some of the best minion ever package, and seeing where it takes me. So there will be many shirtless people, primarily of the male variety. Come back here, brush. Ba-da-na-na-na. Give the prince a little russeroo. And wipe it off. Do a little head. Do a little bit of that edge highlighting. I don't usually edge highlight, but I feel like on this it's going to be required. You get that nice sharp. I think someone was chewing on this. Sorry, Final Fantasy games are one of my favorite ones. That was one of my first entries into RPGs. So, listening to a lo-fi and having the battle to fight more, I will gladly take on. You know, Cotton, he's aware that he is using Chimera paints, and he just flipped it over and stuffed it down in poster tack. Let's see how this plays out for him. But yeah, I think I think I'm going to need to pop my base off really quick and glue her down off stream because I'm not doing that butts on camera. I'm sorry. Because I don't think there's anything more to do on the back side of her staff. That staff looks fine. You can see the striations in there. She looks good. Her arms need a little bit of TLC, but I think she's going to be looking pretty good. I think she's going to look pretty good. And now my paint wants to be like the consistency I always want it to be at, but now I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck waiting. Oh, biscuit. Now I gotta wait. I don't like waiting. I'm impatient. I get impatient when I have to wait. So while we wait, I can work on this little son of a biscuit. Be careful where you put your brush. What's my gold 79? Turn it down. Yeah, yo. Just a little bit of my sun ray. And what I want to do, I want to start going around the top rim. I want that brownie ochre. Do I really need to go to this level of detail? Nope. But I have the non-metallic metal bits out, and I might as well do it. Am I right? I think I am. Turn your exposure up, and people might be able to see what you're trying to paint over. Needs more brown. Maybe, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Let's brush out. Do one more pass on this guy. The gold recipe that I have been experimenting with and utilizing right now is black, gold 79 from Chimera, or carbon black, gold 79 from Chimera, and Sunray. And those three colors. Gold 79 and the faintest bit of Chimera carbon black creates my base coat. And then I can add more gold 79 into the mix to get my brown ochre to kind of pop out. That's how a lot of the non-metallic metals and bits were done around her as well. Seems fairly basic, but it's taken me quite a while to lock in on it, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it, to be 100% honest with you. And then I want to do the one band on the bottom. I do need to find a new stream target, though. I would like to raid people forward as much as I can. I'm curious if Death Cafe is still going. But I want to finish the backside of the sign. It's very important for me. Get a nice even pink base coat. I need to also work on my raid sound because I was talking with Lady Roses and we came up with a different idea, which was to utilize an Animaniac skit from Pinky and the Brain. Have Brain pop out and say, "You know what we're doing tonight, Pinky?" Have Pinky pipe in, "I don't know, Brain, but so-and-so just raided with so many users in a clown suit. So how does that fit in?" So at some point, that's how that's going to get modified. Just as an FYI. All right. That little bit of... it's almost done. I'm just going to brush out one more time. And I'm going to rinse my brush out really quick. And I'm going to open up the Twitch, my Chrome, and check out who's currently streaming. Following. Holy FM, Riot Sister, Crucial Blue. We're probably going to go see Dark Angels and Crucial Blue. For all of the raiders that came in from Blades and stayed, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. I'm very grateful that you all stopped in and stuck around. We're going to go check out Crucial Blue. Don't know. He's saying he's painting some Dark Angels. Interesting. Shall we go investigate? I think we shall. That's not where I go to raid people. That is ridiculous. Saya, you go to your raid. Sorry, I am not a professional. I am very much the anti-professional. I'm a professional engineer, but I am not a professional streamer. I need to go to my stream manager. And then we go raid a channel. And then we're going to go check out Crucial Blues. And see what he's up to. I thank you all. You have a great day, a lovely night. Get some rest and have fun. Oh, yes, TTS. This may be an amazing time. This may be amazing. Let's see if we can scare him.